fairy wings. It's the Ann Lynn Show. They love their coffee, they make you smile. Come on and join and sit a while. It's the Ann Lynn Show. Show them love, show you care. Like and subscribe, share if you dare. It's the Ann Lynn Show. Granny's having coffee talk. These two sisters really rock.
It's the Ann Lynn Show. Here's Ann Lynn.
Yay! Hi!
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. I want to say good morning to Becky Benton,
Yes.
Jay Stone,
Jay
Stone.
Green Granny, Denise.
Yes.
Survival
and game, which I know who that is. That's Miss Idea. And I have to give a shout out to Jay Stone. She put out a touching, beautiful video.
Yes.
And sweetie, that was excellent.
Yes.
That was excellent. Excellent. You're a brave woman, and I commend you. I commend you. Oh,
Yes.
you know what? I didn't put my Nightbot up. I got to
Ann?
do Nightbot.
Okay.
Lynn, talk for a minute.
I want to say, Jay Stone is going into the highways and the byways, and she's compelling people to come in. And I think, letting her light shine. I tell you what, we still sing the This Little Light of Mine. I know it's
Absolutely.
an old song, but we sang it. We had a hymn sing at our church Tuesday night. Anyways, that's what we sang, This Little Light of Mine.
It
right?
reminded you of that, didn't it?
Yeah, let you go. Yep. Go out to the highways and the byways.
There we go.
Right. That's right.
Well, anyhow, and we want to welcome everybody that is here today.
Absolutely.
And if you're watching the replay, thank you.
Yes.
Right. And
Well,
today, yes, I'm
ready?
excited. Aren't you
Are you
excited?
ready?
Oh,
I am.
let's wait for our guest.
Well, all right. Well, I think that would be just proper.
All right.
But I
so
will say this. I will say I'm double. I'm two-fisted.
You're double drinking. You're
I'm double
two-fisted
drinking
drinker
today.
today. Yeah. Well, right now, it's really nice outside, and I got all the windows open. And as
Good.
long as we can get that free air conditioning, that's what I'm doing. But after the show, I'm going to have to shut everything up. And we just have window air conditioners in this big old house.
Yeah.
It doesn't have central air or heat. We have this big boiler in the basement and those old radiators, because this is an old house. But they do a good job. The window air conditioners do a good job. So they'll be on here after a while.
Wow. Well, I want you to know it is raining here. So if I lose connection.
Lucky.
Right now I'm running on, I guess, 5G. We've had a terrible time talking on the phone with one another the last 12 days.
Yesterday. Well, no, I did hear from another channel that there was going to be interference, like in the hemisphere or whatever, how all that works, right? And I think it happened big time yesterday and a little bit today.
And my internet's been going in and out. So if I go out, I'll be back.
You'll be back. All right. Well, I don't want to wait any further. No. I want to bring in our special guest.
I know. We're
Miss
so excited.
Lisa R. Hall. There she is.
There she is. Hello,
Lisa. Welcome, Lisa. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we're so happy to have you here. And we got a coffee clink you in. We got a coffee clink in. Oh, I got to go the other way, don't I? Do I go the other way?
I got to sit back here.
There we go. Clink.
I'm not very good at this.
I'm not either. We've been doing it for a while. So
yeah, we do it wrong every time.
Join the club. Join the club.
Yeah. But anyhow, yeah. So everybody grab your coffee or water, whatever. Lynn says tea, right?
Tea. That's right. And speaking of iced tea, my husband makes the best iced tea in the world.
Oh,
I let him make it.
I like that's my favorite iced
At
tea.
least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, I like McDonald's unsweet. I get unsweetened and I have them put in Splenda. And but I think McDonald's tea is good. I don't get it very often, but
Yeah.
well, Lisa. So, what have you been up to lately? What's going on with Lisa?
Gardening season is a big
Yeah.
deal to me.
Yeah.
Always has been. We were raised that way, so.
Yeah.
And this past month, I guess it's been about, I'm trying to rid my home of a lot of unneeded things anymore. And that's been difficult because a lot of it's too big for me to put in my car. So I kind of have to wait on availability from like a friend or a relative with their truck or something like that, which is not a problem. It's just timing because now I also just got a job and I'm working as a cashier in a local grocery store. That's a chain store, Winco. A lot of people know about Winco.
Yeah. Great.
And so and I cashiered one time for 11 years, and it was I have lots of favorite jobs, but that was one of my favorite jobs because I like people.
I think it would be. I think it would be because you're meeting the public every day. And then you get your regulars that come in, and you get to know them and you get to know their families and everything. So I think Lynn would be good at, she'd be the talker. She'd be better as just walking around talking with everybody.
Have you seen this product? It's wonderful.
Yeah. Well, you could be the product lady in the grocery aisle selling, cooking something on your little toaster oven for them, right? Yeah. She could do.
Awesome.
I could see her doing that. Lynn, if you need a job, that's what you need to do. Go to the grocery and see if you can be a product demonstrator and go.
Hey, maybe I could be one of Bob Barker's girls.
Well, they have gals and guys now.
They have guys now a lot.
And hey, I think equal opportunity. Let's get them guys to do the product.
So, are you working full-time or part-time right now, Lisa?
I'm kind of still in training, sort of, but it's all on the job. I was only with somebody as a training person for about maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours, and then they put you on a register. Whereas before, because it was so long ago, it was in 2002 is when I got the other job, and I worked at that for 11 years. And then I had kind of a 10-year hiatus, I guess. Anyway, so everything has advanced a lot in the tech world, and their system is so completely new to me. But it's probably really good because I'm sure it categorizes things and makes things more streamlined. And it's just, I have to train myself now to understand what's happening. And
they're also, aren't they taking out of they're keeping track of their inventory. Every item that sells, it tells the inventory. So it's shooting back to the inventory.
Oh, yes.
I know yesterday Dave came home last night. He came home and was telling me, I said, what are you doing? Because he has a channel and he does games. But he was telling me about the spreadsheet he made. And he goes, I put macros to do this. And then it refers back to that. And then that, you push that button. I'm like, I mean, things, I mean, I've been out of the workforce now for 10 years. Full-time, no, more than that.
Wow.
I worked part-time at a local hospital on the front desk. So I've been out a long time. And oh my gosh, what he was talking about, he's real smart anyhow, but everything is different. So you don't have to do that. You don't have to key it in like you had to do before, right?
Yeah, you don't put 49 cents grocery.
Isn't that wild? So they just do now.
Yeah.
Do you bag their things or do they bag it?
They bag it. The only time
bag it.
is if they
Wow.
request, like if they have special needs or disabilities or something that
Yeah.
prevent them, or they just need help.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just need help.
Right.
Right.
And
Yeah.
if they ask, of course. But there's times when I don't know if we're supposed to, but I can't just watch somebody struggle. So I just go
No,
help
I
them
think
wait.
that's good. To me, that would be good customer service,
It
right?
is. It is. It's completely different that way from, and I'm not saying we don't have good customer service, because we do. It's a different system, a completely different system. And so and I loved both stores. The other store, everything was customer service, customer service, customer service.
Yeah.
Clear to the car, that's the way it was. And we used to joke, even silly, and say, oh yeah, we'll send this customer or this courtesy clerk home with you so they can put him away, just be silly. Of course they knew not,
Yeah.
But they would take him to your car, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, just like the old days.
yeah, they would take
Yes.
your groceries and help you load them in your trunk or your car,
Yes.
whatever. And it was like super
Yes.
nice,
Well,
But
we
yeah,
we still have a store in town that does that.
We do too, and it's that old store, that I used. It's not old, but yeah,
one that's been
And-
around for a while.
yeah. It's a chain here in the Northwest. The store that I used to work at, and they're called Rosars. They're actually I think they're even in Montana,
Oh, cool.
Oregon, Idaho, Washington. I think Montana.
So that's their territory then, kind of the
Yeah,
Northwest
it's a small chain,
territories.
but they're
Mhm.
really a really nice supermarket. But yeah. But Winco, they'll take it out to your car too. If you need help and ask, they will help you.
That's really nice. That's very,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah,
In
they're
this-
really
in this
good
day and
people.
age.
Really good
In this-
people.
Yeah, in this day and age, right?
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
Yeah.
When I grew up, I mean, customer was always right. You never fought with a customer, and nowadays it's changed to a small amount. I'm sure wherever you live, rural, urban, wherever you live, right, city, it's a little bit different nowadays. But I like to frequent the stores that still give good customer service. So
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
like the prices, but and right now,
yeah, they make up for it.
yeah, everything right now seems to be so high.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
We're
terrible.
finding out here, and this may be the same case a lot of places, that if I can't find, like, my cat,
Yeah.
the cat food is like, she's really, really picky. She never used to be, but she is now. And if I can't find a specific one that she likes,
Mhm.
at the bigger stores, I have to go like to the little mom and pop stores.
Yeah.
And even though it's more expensive, it's the only thing she'll eat.
Uh-huh.
So
Well,
And how do you say your kitty cat's name?
Beebs,
Beebs,
just like Peeps, only Beebs.
Beebs.
Yep, with a Z on the end.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cute.
All right, because
Yeah, and that's not even her name, but that's what I call her.
Oh.
I've never called her by her name. Never.
Oh,
That's how I am. I don't know why I do that, but I do. So it's just Beebs, and she's looking at me right now.
Beebs.
Like,
I
what?
know.
Aw.
Now, how old is she? How old is she?
Gosh, let's see. She was born in 2016, so she's what? 6.
She's a youngin' then.
I think
Yeah.
she's 6. 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she's beautiful. And what kind of a cat? What do you call that? Her markings and things.
I don't know, except maybe calico. I don't
Somebody
know.
in chat and someone in your not your chat, your comments made a comment, and I'm like, wow. I didn't know what kind of a cat that was, but they said something about that. She's and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. She I don't know what her daddy looked like. You know how the daddies are, they come and go
Yeah.
in the cat world anyway.
Yeah.
And but her mommy was an orange tabby with long hair, and had the nut white in the belly, and the paws were white. All that was white, and the rest of her was the tabby. Here she comes.
Here she, yes, let's see her.
Here,
Oh,
here, here.
Let's see.
Jay
Let's see her.
Stone. Jay Stone said, "I call my kids Beebs." Beebs.
Beebs.
Yes, yes. Oh, she
I
went
know
down.
there.
Oh, there she
Oh,
went.
beautiful.
Well, Lisa,
Yeah.
let's let me bring up your. Do you mind if we bring up your channel and show?
Oh, sure.
Let's
Sure.
do that, because and then that way, if we have people here that have
Yeah.
never been to your channel, we want them to go over and subscribe.
Oh, I
Thank
want to
you.
say hi to Grace and Fire.
I know, I
Good
just
morning,
saw.
Gracie. Gracie.
There
Let
we
me-
go.
Yeah, let
There,
me get
there
it
she is.
there. There she is. Lazy
Yeah.
play with Beebs. Let's
Well,
see.
and then didn't she visit Grandpa? Was that it? Did she go to her grandparents?
Yes, actually, yeah, what that was excuse me, my father-in-law passed away, and so it's Grandpa's house, but my husband lives there now.
Okay.
And I was going up and spending like a couple of weeks there, helping him get it cleaned up. And
Okay.
because when he got really sick, he had like 3 different kinds of cancer, and he got sick and passed away. And praise God, before he went into surgery, he had to have I think it was brain surgery.
Yes.
Brain surgery. He accepted Christ, and
Praise.
so
Oh, that's fabulous, Lisa.
yeah, and because for many years you share and you share, and
Sure.
Yeah.
he never did, and he finally realized, I need this, and he was such a good man, and so it was a joy. But Beebs, I'd never taken her anywhere where we stayed, and so anytime she did anything that I thought was funny, I would tape it. And yeah, we had to go see Grandpa's house. She gave us a run for the money. Oh boy.
I saw she can get in cabinets.
Oh, she knows how to do that real well.
Oh,
Yeah.
she is just beautiful. She's a beautiful cat.
I'm gonna pull that back up
I
here.
I think my husband and I are having a little bit of cat fever again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no! Now I know we're
Well.
planning. We're planning to see Ann this fall. So, Ann, I won't bring a puppy to your house or a kitty. I don't think.
As much as we kind of almost need one right now.
You do. Tell them what's going on in your home.
Well, let me bring Lisa's. I want
Okay,
Lisa's
yeah,
videos
and
back up there.
Lisa, did anyone know what that silly thing was that you found in your garden?
Yes, it's called there was one of my viewers, I can't remember her name right now. She said that she finally found it. It was kind of cool. I wished I would have known, and I kind of would have like set up something to where it was not a contest, but you know what I mean? Kind of a yay, but I did spread her name throughout the video, or not the video, but the comments is when someone would, say something. It's called a bird's nest fungi.
Okay.
And yes, bird's nest fungi, and they actually grow in little colonies, and they grow all over the world. And because I kind of started looking it up just to see, and there are several, I don't know if there's different varieties or whatever, but some of them look different. Sorry, I'm laughing because of bees.
Oh yeah, it's so cute. She's sort of a calico, but she's kind of like
tortoise shell. Someone said tortoise shell.
Yeah,
tortoise shell.
What someone said, like a tortoise. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
She's lost weight since then, finally, because ever since I moved here, it's been a year, a year and a half almost now that I've been here. And since I moved here, she's just been a chunk, because where we lived before, we had a grassy hill that was this huge hill, and she could run. And here we're next to a main drag with huge trucks, and there's no grass here. There's no trees, no grass, no nothing. And so she's kind of out of sorts. She's learning to get used to it though. There she's watching the kids walk to school. Look at her belly hangover. Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at her looking at the bird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So is she a hunter?
Oh yeah. At our last place, she brought me mice and birds. She was such a good girl.
Wow.
So we've been having, yeah, we've had a problem here lately with chipmunks. And
Oh,
yeah, and I've had a chipmunk in my house. We thought we got I thought he went out. And it was really funny because I was on the phone one day and all of a sudden I heard something. I was in the living room and it sounded like, I don't know, kind of like that. And I'm thinking, what in the world? So I said, hold on a second, I gotta check this out. So I went came in the kitchen and in the dining room area, and I saw this thing go ping across the floor. And it looked like, I couldn't tell what it was. It looked like a big squirrel or a little squirrel. Then it was like, it was a chipmunk. I said, it's either, when Dave came home, I said, it's either a big mouse, not a rat, but a big mouse, or it's a squirrel. And so he's like, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm like, should we get a cat? Should we? And he's like, oh, how about a dog? He's rather have a dog. But I'm like, we've had both. And well, long story, it's back. And I had an appointment the day before yesterday. And when I came home, I had put out these little ant traps because I saw one. And I thought, and it was over like behind my garbage can. And when I came in, I'd been gone about 4 hours. It was all the way around in the dining room. And I asked Dave, I said, did you do that? And he's like, did you hit it? You think you hit that thing? He goes, well, no, heavens no. And I said, well, then whatever it is, it's back. So I borrowed a live trap, a live thing, and we're trying to catch it, that way. So far, nothing. It likes peanut butter. It's been licking the peanut butter off mouse traps that I have set. I mean, because I put a big hunk of peanut butter on them, licked it clean on a couple of them. So I have no idea what's going on with these, with this thing. So hopefully one of these days I will catch it. Oh, this is pretty. Here's your video about the sky.
Yes. Oh, the rainbow.
Oops,
Yes.
I'll go back this way. Yeah. About what time of night was this, or day?
Is that the one where it gets really, really intense? I think it is.
Can you see it?
Yes.
The three coat. Yes.
Yes. That was interesting. We were just out watering that night, my sister and I. We live in a duplex. It's a home that's been made into a duplex, and she lives upstairs and she rents to me. And we were out watering the gardens, and while I was helping her weed and we were just chatting, she looks over and she goes, look at that rainbow. And I turn around, and even though it was just a short piece of a rainbow, it was weird because within like 2 minutes, it went from this kind of light color to the really intense color. And in between the 2 minutes, there was just a short few seconds where there was a full rainbow and a second rainbow over the top. And of course they were really, really faint, and they disappeared just as fast as they appeared. So yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, the skies lately have been beautiful. I was out last night watering, and it didn't have the rainbow. Oh, there it is. Isn't that pretty?
Lovely.
I love the rainbows.
I'm going to give a shout out to our sky watcher, Ari _55. Ari's channel is just fabulous. What he catches is in the sky.
Oh, it is. Yeah, he has a lot of great stuff too.
He
We
does.
love Ari. Yeah.
Ari's awesome. I really love Ari.
I do too. I've told him, Ari, if you're out there today, say something in the chat. So I told him, I said, I like him to come in and play music.
Speaking of chat, can we kind of Access Through Christ is here. Welcome.
Yes, welcome.
They've been chatting. She said that there's a tree that hit their house yesterday.
Oh no.
There's a 45-second short video on Access Through Christ. Massive tree hit over my daughter's room, as she was asleep in the top bunk, but everyone is okay.
Oh, thank the
Yay.
Lord. Praise the
And
Lord.
Jaystone had a tree also, didn't? Yes.
Yeah, she had one hit her house too.
Yeah.
So what's up
How
with the trees?
devastating.
Oh,
I know. And let's see. Gardner Josh is here. Hi.
I saw that.
welcome, Gardner Josh.
I have to
Yay.
tell on Survival Game. Sorry, Survival Game. She forgot to put water in her coffee, and so she's brewing air.
Oh,
I'm sure that's corrected by now. You know it's corrected by now.
That's hilarious.
Right?
That's hilarious.
We all do things like that, don't we?
Well, I've done, like the one pot things, the little K cups, and forgot to put my cup under there or my mug under there. That's a lot of fun to clean up. When all the coffee comes, and then you go, oh. Oh. And I find I am doing more and more of that kind of stuff.
Well, I'll say this, Ann. It looks like you're having a red moment. I can't say blonde. You look red haired today.
I don't know what color it is, but I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do something now. I started growing my hair out when we couldn't go to the beauty shop because I always had it real shorter than Lynn's, and so I let it grow out this whole 3 years, just trimming it, going getting trimmed. So I think I'm about ready to make a change.
Tell me about it. Tell Lisa and I and
Lisa has she has beautiful hair.
I know.
Yeah, I pin it up all the time though because it's so hot. It's just so hot here.
What are you thinking?
Huh? Well, I'm thinking about maybe bobbing it.
Oh, okay.
Like that. Because Dave's already told me he prefers I don't go back to the real short haircut, which
like this.
It was shorter than yours.
I know it was. It really
but
was.
I actually like it, because it's easier to just wash your hair and get up and blow it and do a little straightening and the coloring's a lot easier. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I want to say, Jaystone, thank you so much. She said, I just want to say there's literally nowhere else I'd rather be right now than with you beautiful, loving, peaceful souls. God bless you.
She's a beautiful girl.
Well,
you are beautiful.
Jason. Yes, you are.
You're beautiful outside and inside.
Yes, she
is.
She is. And Lisa is too. You can tell.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And Grace and Fire says, no, Mother, no, Bob.
Huh?
That's right.
Why not? Maybe I should do the Dorothy Hamill wedge like I did to you. That was when it was popular. Remember the Dorothy Hamill wedge cut? Mm-hmm. So I did that to one of my girls. She looked adorable and she
traumatized her.
It traumatized her. But hey, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll bring it back. The Dorothy Hamill wedge.
Well, can I say traumatize? I probably, when I'm gone and my kids go through my things, I'm probably going to give them a dilemma on what to do with this. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're immortalized, Lynn.
I look like Caesar or somebody.
I know you look like Caesar with hair. So tell the story about where did that thing come from?
My kids are going to go, do we throw Mom in the garbage or what? What do we? Can't
I know.
Someday
they're going to be going through your stuff and go,
I don't think they can take me to Goodwill.
Take it to Goodwill.
Take it to Goodwill. See what happens.
You could put, if you buy me and rub my head, you'll get good luck for the next year or something like that.
I'm gonna leave her to you, Ann.
It'll be in your will.
Yeah, Ann gets my bust. Sorry, everybody.
I think I'll pass on the bust thing.
No,
Lynn.
you get my bust.
Tell where you did that and how you got one of those.
Ann gets my bust.
No boy.
No, I I retired 8 years ago. It will be, and I worked for our local library, and so I don't know. Sometime last year, after I decided I wanted to go back and just be around everyone again. You know how you miss them, right? So I volunteer a couple days, just a few hours a week, and now all I do is repair books. I just have fun. I tape them, I glue them, change the cover, just whatever. And anyways, anyways, I did that. I did the summer reading program this year, first time really that I really completed it. And they've been doing crafts for the adult, and different things. So anyway, they brought in there's a large college in our state, and they brought in. I do believe this is done with a 3D printer.
Mm-hmm.
So the young man that came that day, we had a craft project, and then he was there also. And so he took his camera, his cell phone, and he went all the way around you. You just stood still like a statue.
He scanned you.
He scanned me. I've been scanned. And anyways, that's what it is. So it came back.
So everybody that did participate got one. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's
gorgeous.
funny.
They're just gorgeous.
I asked her if she's going to paint it, but you got to put glasses on it. Why didn't you wear your glasses when you had it done?
He told me to take them off.
Oh, maybe the glare would have interfered or something.
Yeah.
Lynn, that is so funny.
What do you do?
But I do think you should. I think you should paint it.
What do I do with that, right?
Oh, I'll paint it.
I would paint it.
Yeah.
And you need. Oh, you know what you could do? I got it. Go to the store and look for Barbie glasses.
Oh,
I was gonna say the craft stores have little glasses you can get glasses for.
You sure can. You could, and if they're not the right color, like your black or your purple ones or whatever color you want, yeah, there you go. That's what you need to do. That would really freak the kids out, wouldn't it?
I haven't. Can you tell? I'm trying to grow my hair out. I don't think I'm going to make it. My one son, back before this format changed things, my son had a channel geared to children and teaching Bible lessons, and it was puppets. So here you go. There's my puppet.
Oh,
he did.
Hey, we got to give a shout out to Belt Loop.
Hi, Belt Loop 29. I'm so
Belt
glad
Loop's
you're
here today. Hey,
Good
Belt
to
Loop.
have you.
And I know there's other people watching. They're just not in the chat. Why aren't you in
Yeah.
the chat? Huh? Why aren't you in the chat? Jump in the chat.
I think they're afraid to.
They're afraid. They're afraid. They're very afraid. You should be.
Oh no, survival game. Really?
What?
Really? Who wants to see Meemaw on survival game?
I do.
I do too. Yes, I do too.
Well, it's
I think it would
Maybell.
be awesome.
Well,
it's Maybell, isn't
it's
it?
she changed it to Maybell. She said, since the Ann Lynn show changed their name to the official Ann Lynn.
Yeah,
when we came back, she's like, hey, I'm Maybell. So we'll get with that. I guess you can contact me.
I suppose, Lynn, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Mamaw could just be Mamaw.
Oh, she don't care. Just call her anything. Just don't call her late for dinner. Boy,
But
when I
here's the
call her
thing.
late for dinner, she gets really mad at me.
You better do it soon because she's getting so old.
Oh, girl, I'm glad you're not here. She slapped you upside your head.
Girl.
I said, Grandma, you're getting so old. Well, that's what I tell my kids too. I go, I'm not old. I just have old kids. And
You know what?
and I tell my mom the same thing. I say, Mom, you're not old. I said, you just have Mother, do you realize your children are all senior citizens? And she'll just cackle and laugh and just say, I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. And I became a great grandmother here recently.
Yay!
So we have 5 generations going in our family right now. It's my mom, and it's me, and it's my daughter and her son and his wife, and the new little one that was born recently. And so we are just, it's awesome to have 5 generations.
Yes.
So,
That is
and she's the
awesome.
first grandbaby on both sides of the family. My daughter's first grand and his parents' first grand. So, man, this kid is like, woo, special.
That's so cool. Congratulations.
But they're all special. Thank you. They're all special.
It's my
They're all
great,
and
my
yeah.
great niece.
Yeah, great niece. Yes. So anyhow, we've been debating. I said, I said I want to be called double G, the double G or something like that, and I was corrected by Grace and Fire, and she said, Mother, you're not the double G. Her grandmother is my mom. She's the double G. So okay, I finally got it. I'll be grand mummy. I'll be grand mommy.
Are we going to be edited today talking
Nope.
about bust and double G?
No.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, hey, double G's pretty big. Just saying.
John 3:16. Welcome from Ireland.
That's pretty big.
I'm so glad you're here. Welcome.
Welcome.
Wow.
Yes.
Welcome.
Good
Yes.
morning.
Yes,
Good
it's
morning.
so good to have you
Good
here.
morning.
Have
You're-
everyone here.
Yeah,
Everyone.
Yep.
You
We
know,
have Lisa.
Survival game said you don't look old enough to be a great grandma, and
I'm not. No, I am. Lynn is too.
Mhm.
We're
but I'm
just-
not a great. No, I'm just a
not
grandma.
yet, but you're old enough to be.
I'll be much older before I'm a great grandma.
Yeah, probably. Maybe not, Lynn. Maybe not. You never know. But yeah. Well, does anybody have any questions for Lisa? We're just hanging and girl talk. We're just girl talking today,
Oh, I
aren't we?
Oh, Christina Faith. Hi. Hello.
Good
Welcome.
morning.
Morning.
Beautiful name.
Ah, yes.
Break that down, Christ Faith. Beautiful name.
Mhm. And I just make sure you're subscribed to one another.
Yes.
Now, how do they do this? Besides, J-Stone is dropping links, but you can. What do you do? Ann?
Oh, if you type Ann Lynn, ANNLYNN,
Mhm.
your channel, if you have a YouTube channel, will pop up. It'll show the link. That way we can subscribe to each other's channel.
We
And I
want.
want to be sure that I'm going to bring Lisa's back up because we want to be sure everybody subscribes to
Yes.
our guest today, our beautiful Lisa R. Hall.
Oh, thank you.
And we want everybody to subscribe. Lisa, you're getting close to 1,000.
I know.
Yes, I noticed that, and I feel bad because I haven't had the time to spend on the internet. And I actually I got some stuff ready for a video to make because I like to do the wild edibles, and my garden this year is almost all wild edibles.
Ooh.
Give us a preview. What is growing?
Whatever grew, I let grow.
Okay.
I did throw some seeds out there for, and I'm saying I literally threw them. There's no walk pastness. It's wherever you walk, that's where you walk. You might be stepping on a plant, but you have to sacrifice some to get to the best ones, I guess. But I have lamb's quarter, or lamb quarters.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure how they say it. Lamb's quarter, I think, is what it is. And that sustained people through World War II. And it's actually mine is taller than I am now. And I remember as a kid throwing it away. We picked it as a weed, which it was considered a weed.
Uh-huh.
But I don't buy that much greens anymore out of the store. I don't buy lettuces and stuff.
Yes.
And I do have some Swiss chard that I grew by seed.
Okay.
But if it grew, it grew. And then I also have wild lettuce, and I have I forget what purslane. And purslane is a wild edible that it only grows for a short amount of time, but it's related to some people call it moss rose. It's a portulaca,
Okay.
and it's really good. I like to use it in stir fry. That's my favorite. This is the lamb's quarter right here.
Right.
And
That's
recently,
a pretty lettuce. That's a pretty green.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
it looks like leaves off of a tree almost.
they yeah, you know, we used to call it, I think we called it pigweed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it has a kind of, see how the leaves are shaped kind of like a spade?
Yeah.
They're kind of a spade-shaped leaf. When it goes to seed, the tops have these little, I don't know. I guess I should have sent you some pictures, but the tops, when the seeds come on, you can dry them and pop it in a frying pan like popcorn.
Oh.
They're really tiny though. They're smaller than a mustard seed. But yeah, or you can grind them up and use them like a flour too. And I don't necessarily, I don't have any affiliation with this group, or with this this Nicole Appelane, I think it is, PhD, and she teaches a lot about wild edibles.
Okay.
And I kind of learned a little more about some of the wild. I'm a person who really likes all the wild stuff, even the bugs. I know people are grossed out by the bugs, but I think the more you know that way, because there's going to be situations where people are caught off guard in an emergency.
Sure.
And they need to know what to do. And I've always been interested in that ever since I was really, really little. I don't know why. Well, I know why now, but
yes,
back then I didn't know why.
Yeah,
Right,
isn't that interesting, Lisa? How what you're interested in as a kid, it never leaves you, right? But it's like you just said, I don't know why I was interested in that, but I do know why now.
Now, yes.
I feel that way too, Lisa, about some
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
I think as you get older too, I'm not saying, we're old, you're old, but I'm just saying I have lived through a lot of, and Lynn, I mean, and we know what it's like. And yeah, look at that. Now, are those green onions that you grew?
Those are chives.
Oh,
And
chives?
I love chive. I love onions of every kind. I am an onion person.
Me too.
And since this video, I've done, like I said, I was going to put together, I have more footage and stuff, and I was going to put together, hopefully before this show, but everything, how it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't have time to get it put together for the show. But onion, okay, when it'll blossom after the onion, and it'll blossom to send out the seeds?
Yes.
Well, before the seeds actually form and it's in its bloom form while the bees are pollinating, you can eat that blossom.
Oh.
And not that so you can eat the whole onion plant. There's not, I don't know. I just make do. I make do, or I use everything that I can think of to the best of my knowledge and don't waste. I try not to waste. And a lot of people think that because you collect something or you have something and maybe there's a messy corner, and I have a lot of messy corners, but we're trying to dung that out now, that you're a hoarder. And maybe there are cases where, and maybe I'm considered a hoarder. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Right. But I don't have to go to the grocery store a lot. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying?
I do. And I think that's wonderful to be self-sufficient, self-reliant, and not have to, I have been now. This year is the first year in a long time that I'm attempting to grow some vegetables. And in just a tower that my daughter bought me, it's just a big vegetable tower, and then I have some tomato plants in a big round container, and then I threw some onion seeds in another one. And Gracie, Glenda, I want to tell you, them onions are coming up. They're green onions, but they're coming up. I just threw the seeds in there. I didn't know if it was too late in the season. And then I did buy an aquaponics thing earlier in the year. Right now, I just picked the last batch of lettuce that I'm going to do for a while. And so I've been growing lettuce in that. And that thing, it does great. So in about, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks, you have pretty good sized lettuce. And so, but I think anything you can do to help yourself. And then we do have extra stuff.
Yes.
And we have freeze dried stuff that lasts for 20, 25 years. And I've had it for several years already. And
Probably about 10.
Yeah,
give or
I
take.
and
We bought it at the same time from a ministry. Yes.
right. So and I have used some, and I've given some away when people needed it. And then what else, Lynn? We just I know exactly what you're saying. I think we need to be prepared for any situation. It was just like when my sewer system broke this year, earlier in the year. We couldn't use our bathrooms for 2 or 3 days, and so we were equipped. We had our camping potties. Well, 5-gallon bucket with a potty lid. And and supplies for that, and lots of big wet wipes that like they use in the hospital. And so I think it is necessary for us to, you don't want to be caught off guard, is what you said. And that's exactly right, Lisa. So what do you think are, some of the situations that we could be caught off guard?
Well, it's interesting because years ago, and I'm going off just a teensy bit for a second.
Yeah.
Years ago, I had a dream, and it was before I was saved. And I didn't understand that God will talk to us in our dreams, or he will show us things in our dreams. And I didn't know that back then, but I had this dream. And at the time I just thought, well, that was weird, because I dream weird all the time. So I'm used to it. But this one was just really odd. And so, I'm not going to tell the dream because it doesn't make sense to anyone. It only makes sense to me. But yesterday, while I was at work, it was the weirdest thing. I wasn't waiting on anybody at the moment. It was a really busy day. I'm standing out at the end of the check stand waiting for someone that looks like they need help. Mm-hmm. And it passed through my mind very quickly, that dream. Mm-hmm. And it became very clear to me that was from God. And I hadn't thought about that dream in years. Gosh, when was I saved? In 91. So it's been 30 years. And it was before that I had the dream. And I think it was possibly an insight to where I might be when and if an emergency comes, a
Mm-hmm.
great emergency.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be a lot of us that aren't going to be in our homes. Mm-hmm. And I think that's maybe what I saw, maybe.
Mm-hmm. You never know. I think about stuff like that too. Just that, like, what if I was at, say, the mall, which is an hour away from here, and something happened? Am I going to be able to get back home?
Yeah.
And I've told my kids, like, if there's an emergency, because I'm not there right now. We're in upstate New York, and they're back home on all of our kids. And Lynn's in on this too, where it's like, if something goes down, go to so-and-so's house, please, or get each other, you guys, do what you can do to be together, and you just know I'll be okay. I'll be okay. But my heart's desires to be there. And so someday I'm getting Dave in that, because he's not ready to retire just yet. But I'm pushing it, like we got to go back home. So, because I feel like I want to be there, and I feel like I need to be there. But in the meantime, I'm maintaining and trying to, trying to be happy. But,
Right.
and, because God, I do think that God puts you places, and we just
Yes.
we found a really good church earlier in the year, finally, and the pastor left in July
That
1st.
happened to me too.
And I was like, I grabbed him that day he announced it. And I grabbed his arms and I went, "No, pastor." And he goes, "You were called here." Because I'm like, I can go where you're going to be. I'm
Right.
like, that was my first thought. Well, we're switching because he's going to be about an hour and 15 minutes away or so. And I thought, well, we're switching. and then, but he said, he's like, "No, because you're called to be here."
Mhm.
And it's just like, oh, but I want to be where you are. But so, I mean, these things happen, right? So you have to carry
They
on.
do.
So I do think that we're put places and we don't know why. And, but for me, being away from the family, because this is the second time now, really long time.
Yes.
I was like you're like in a, I don't know. It gave me an opportunity to get closer to the Lord and to really learn and hear and watch and find out what's going on in the world and how that relates to us. You know what I mean? And Bible prophecy, right?
Yeah.
Because I think we're in that last little chunk of time. Don't know how long it's going to be, but I do think we're in that last little chunk of time.
Yes.
And that I
Yeah.
think and I know everybody's, we've heard that growing up, and our parents heard it too. It could come back. It's still true because that's what the
it
Bible
is.
said. The Bible doesn't matter if you like what it says. It never changes. It's constant. When it says this or, thus saith the Lord, this or that, that's the way it is.
It says, I
you
change
know,
not. I change not. That's right.
and that's what's, I could really get into this, right? But, but there's a lot going on in the world right now. They're bending the rules to make, because it feels good. It feels better. And this is a way. Sorry, people.
Right.
If you have accepted Jesus, and that's the thing. I don't know if they really have. Sorry. You don't act a certain way. You live a certain way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You have a
You're-
new nature, a new spirit.
Yeah. You're
New
supposed
heart.
to have turned away from your old self, but if you're exhibiting behavior and language and the way you live, and it's, sorry, if it's against what the Bible says, you need to repent
Right.
and get right. And
Yeah.
I mean, really get on your knees and repent, and I find myself all the time. I mean, I still have that old person in me, because first thing, if you trip or you hit your head or something, well, first thing that comes out of my mouth is not a nice, I don't swear, but it's like not a very nice word. And I think, oh, it's still in there. Ugh, you know what I mean? So you have to daily, every day, every minute, it's just like Lynn and I've been on this lifestyle change, trying to lose weight, and it's like every minute, for me, it's an every minute, every day fight. You know what I mean? Because when body's going, I need food, I want chocolate, and you're going, no. It's the same way, you still got that old man in you, and you have to continually purge it out, right?
Yes. We die to ourselves daily.
Yes, you gotta every day work on that.
Yeah.
When the next time I hit my head, I don't want to say, oh,
Yeah.
I just want to go, oh well, or nothing. Say nothing. That's good. A lot of times, just don't say anything. Yeah, working on your mouth daily. It's hard. It's hard, Jay Stone. It's hard.
We all, no matter how hard we try, because the seed has been mixed many years ago. Many years ago, we all fall short.
Yes.
And thankfully we have Christ.
Yes.
That
Yes,
we
and
can.
it's so easy just to say like, okay, I'm sorry, Lord, help me, but you do have to repent. You
Yes.
can't just poo-poo it and go, and think you're okay.
Mhm.
You're not
No.
okay.
No.
It's what's in your heart, what comes out of your mouth.
Yep.
Not a very good
Yep.
witness for the Lord if every other word's not a nice word. Or, you know what I'm saying? Boy,
I have to have even my thoughts. I'm always saying, Lord, take captive my thoughts, because
Oh yeah.
I can even fail even in my thinking,
Oh.
if something's irritating me, and I'll just
Yeah.
you don't even realize that sometimes the irritation is growing inside you because you're thinking it, and I have to do constantly that.
Oh, I told Lynn
Something's bothering me.
Oh yeah. And I told Lynn yesterday something crossed my mind. Hey, I could do this or that. And she,
Yeah.
it was not very good. It was
Yeah.
not a very good, but boy, I could really do something really, I could,
Well,
and I'm thinking, well, I'm just in the shower. Boy, I could really, and I told, and then I had to go, Lord, help me. And I just cast down that imagination in Jesus' name. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Just can't do that. And
Yep,
hey,
you have to take those thoughts captive.
You have to, yes. And it's just like
Yeah.
when I worked, I had one customer. I was customer service for automotive part place. They made parts for Ford and GM and Chrysler,
Oh yeah.
different ones. And I was the person that we took their orders. Well, they came electronically, but if they were short or something, I'd get the call, and and her name was Lisa.
Oh no.
That was her name. She was with Lisa with GM. I'm sure she's retired now. But anyhow, she would call me and just say, you're going to shut our line down. We've got to have 5,000 of these blah, blah, blah part. And you're going to and we will charge you, $8,000 a minute and blah, blah. And what they did, they would, right? They would charge by the minute.
Yeah.
If you shut their production line down, they charged that company by the minute. And it's like, you've got to airship parts right now. And she would call me. Oh, it was terrible. And I would get I even got calls like on Saturday when I was at the shopping mall one day. And that was just like about the last straw. I'd had it with this woman. I even met her. I flew up and had like a meet and greet with her, She was just real sweet then. She was just all peaches and cream, But on the phone, she's like a little bulldog with me. And I would come home stressed, and Dave would just like, and I would just want to go and stop at the liquor store on the way home. It's the truth. I'll just be honest, right? Who don't want to do that, right? You have times in your life, but anyhow, I got delivered from that. I got delivered from that job. And so after 23 years, I got delivered from it. And, but we have those moments when we really want to do something, and you have to just really tell yourself, no, and that's casting down those imaginations. And it says in any high thing, against the word of God,
bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
So and when we read the Bible or we hear the Bible spoken, it renews, it washes our mind, it renews us. So
mm-hmm.
Anyway,
it's good. It's good
living. It's so beautiful because it's a living thing.
It is. Yeah, it's a living thing.
His word is a lot. He is the word.
He is the word.
Yeah, he's the word. Mm-hmm.
And
Praise God.
And you know what? It's like the Bible is like a testament. It's like a will. It's a testament. And to inherit a will, someone has to die, right? But you know what? He is risen and is alive to oversee his will in our lives.
Oh, that's good.
No, I mean, he is alive.
Yes. I mean, say it again. That was good.
I think, do they call it the testator? Something like that. Anyway, you have a testament. You have a testament. And uh, so to inherit, someone dies, and then you inherit what's in their will. Well, the Bible is God's will for us. But Jesus did die, but he was raised from the dead, and now he oversees that will and testament.
Oh, that is really good, Lynn.
Well,
really good.
I've heard that. Okay, I will say this. I've been blessed to be in different places throughout my Christian life, Christian life. And I really went to a Billy Graham crusade. I was saved when our mom was raised off of a deathbed. As you know, you and I and our brother really prayed with our dad and give our hearts to Jesus. And from then on, I knew right from wrong. I mean, I knew. And then I joined the Army, and I wasn't living that lifestyle. Well, I mean, I didn't go to church. I didn't read I didn't do it. I had no teaching, but I knew right from wrong. I mean, I knew when I was wrong. But anyway, I went to Billy Graham and rededicated my life. And that's, what we need to do. Maybe we need to rededicate.
Yeah, I have many times.
I was going to say, you can do it more than once. You can do it more than once. Yeah.
Right.
God gives you a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 100th. He never
forgive somebody 770 times in a day.
Right.
How much more does he forgive us? And thank God we're under. I love the name Grace and Fire. I love my niece's channel because we're under grace right now. Now, grace, it's gonna, one of these days the grace is gonna change.
It's gonna end.
It's gonna end. Right. It's gonna be completed.
Yeah. I mean, right now, when we
will be, it's in the Bible. There's going to be some judgment here, but we encourage everyone to come to know him now and come under that grace, right now. Now, it's not grace to go out and sin and live the way we want. It's grace to serve him. It's that empowerment at grace to serve him and to be that light. And
you don't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. Some people say, well, I'll wait till I do this or that, or I don't feel good enough for that. Forget that. That's
this
thinking.
This might be perfect image of me, but this girl ain't perfect.
None of us are.
And it's that grace and the blood of Jesus that continually cleanses us. It's the blood of Jesus. That, so we don't have to worry about, I'm not perfect. You don't worry about that. Just live your best.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, live your best life for him. Best, whatever that means for you. Live your best life. I mean, you do know right from wrong. And if you don't, then you have to repent. Get your heart right, first of all. You should know right from wrong.
Even reading the Bible daily too makes a huge difference because you're constantly keeping in contact and you're in through your prayers and meditation and you have to allow him to. You have to spend time with someone to get to know them, and it's no different with our Creator.
Right.
So it's important.
That's right, Lisa.
We have a relationship with him, right? So we're related, but there's a difference in fellowship. A lot of believers, they're in relationship. He is their father, and I am his child. But like you said, Lisa, it's like if we don't spend time, and then our fellowship, we don't, like even with our own family. I mean, I have nieces and nephews that I've not seen for a long, long time. They're still my niece. They're still my nephew. I pray for them every night, but I don't have a fellowship with them. I don't regularly fellowship or be around them or talk to them or know what's going on in their life. And that's really what fellowship is. It's kind of knowing, hanging out with someone.
Yes.
So,
yes,
but it doesn't change us. Our relationship doesn't change that. Even when I pass away, I'm still going to be their aunt or their great aunt. That doesn't change.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's good to hear the word too. If you have a Bible app and have that going, Right. Our mom and dad, we had 8 tracks of the Bible. Then we had cassette tapes, the Bible on cassette tape. There you go.
Well, speaking of that, my husband is, we have, our dad pastored 25 years. And so we have a lot of messages on cassette tape. And
Oh, cool.
yeah, so we have started, my husband and I have started a channel, and it's just my dad's, our dad, sorry, Ann. It's our dad's messages. And
Yeah,
maybe we'll drop a link.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
What is the name of it?
Yeah,
Well,
what's the channel?
You won't find it because we only have like 10 subscribers right now.
Well,
Yeah,
we
but
need
tell me-
more. I want to be a subscriber.
Well, let me see how
It's just Faith Christian Center, right?
Center.
I'll show it, Lynn, if I can find
You
it,
can find
because it is
Are you
small.
sub to it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I can open up another channel. But anyway, he put the
I'll
first
look.
message. The first message is 3-part message because they're so old. This platform we're on only allows 15-minute video. So of the old ones. So it's the coming of the Lord, the day of the coming of the Lord. So that's a one. And he works on what he's doing. We have I guess it's a cassette player here. And he's downloading it to our computer, and then we put some picture to it. And if you found it yet,
hold on a second.
All right.
I just wanted to be sure I knew what it looked like.
Well, yes.
So keep talking.
Well, anyway, just talking about hearing the word of God, and yeah, he was preaching the coming of the Lord in 1984. Hey, how much closer is it now? Because things have changed, haven't they? So much in the world has just like,
yes.
Last night was a major event. We won't talk about it, but there was a major event last night that happened in the world. And it's just, and then 2 nights ago, there was another event in the US. So, I mean, hey, this stuff is happening.
Oh, you mean around the world? And one of our allies.
One of our allies, right?
Yeah, I had a terrible.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep looking.
Okay.
But yeah, you just never know. So it's good to know the Lord.
Good to be right.
And keep him with you. I mean, hear the word, read the word. And there's so many good ministries out there, right? I mean, there's tons of them. There's pretty much no excuse anymore.
That's true.
There just isn't.
I'm finding it for us too, okay?
Yeah. Thank you. This silly thing I want to do, I'm trying to filter but anyhow, well, let's just do this. I'll go back to it this way.
Okay, let's see. Now, if I do this, it won't highlight though. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah, I can grab it, I think.
Okay, let me go back into the Ann Lynn show here and put it, I'll drop it in our chat.
Okie dokie.
And hopefully I won't.
I read it, Grace and Fire. Grace and Fire dropped the link in there.
There it is. I think that's it. But see, I can't make it do it. Oh, there you go. You got it. You got it, girl. Anyway, that was
Faith Christian Center.
For 25 years. It's no longer, it is no longer around. But there's so many good messages that's what this is the last one he just put in, being led by the Holy Spirit. So anyways, this is our Father.
Oh, I can't grab the link from this.
Oh, okay.
But anyhow, yeah, it's just like a picture, right? It's just a picture and then him talking.
Oh, okay, Petra. Did you just sub to that one, hun? There it is. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Great. Okay, Grace and Fire put it. Thank you, hun. Thank you. Yeah. Now that one you can grab from Grace and Fire. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So every day or so, he works on putting a new cassette up, and our one son has a so we'll get it back from him. He lives about 3 hours from us, so we'll get that back and just continue to carry on.
Yeah. That's our daddy. That's our daddy.
Yeah.
Bring us
That's
back.
really cool.
Someday, you know what I think I'd like to do? They had a TV program for years and years, and Anne, she would come and sing.
Oh, I love
I'd do a
that.
special and they'd put it in there. Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
wild to look at a 20-something-year-old me trying to sing Sandy Patsy's songs. It was like, ooh, and her voice was like,
She was.
I can't do that no more. I wanted to be Sandy Patty.
She could have been.
No, there's only one Sandy Patty, but I wanted to be her.
So, Lisa,
but I can't sing high soprano like that no more.
Lisa, what are we going to start seeing in your? You said you have some videos that you're. What are we going to see?
Well, the only video, I just do things kind of on the spur of the moment or whatever comes my way. I don't have a real, I guess my focus is usually, okay, the fun part is Beebs. Always Beebs, because she's my life here. And then the gardening, of course, in the summer. And so that's my focus now. Just kind of whatever comes my way. However, like I said before, I started collecting stuff for a video, and I made kind of another. I made like a burrito and nachos and stuff out of some of the wild edibles and stuff, along with other things that I had here, growing and stuff. So, just trying to think of different ways on how I can use it and what's available at the time.
Yes.
Now, with fall coming up and winter behind that, what will you be doing? Do you have any idea? Do you plant any fall stuff? Or
yeah, well, probably. It kind of depends on what the weather's doing. Mm-hmm. It's been a really unusual last 3 years. The last 3 years here has been really different here. I don't know why exactly I didn't get the garden. I didn't expect to be doing wild edibles this year in the garden, and that would be the majority of it. I expected that I would have a regular, traditional garden, and it didn't happen. And I didn't worry about it.
Are they more hardy? Are they hardier?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Than just growing vegetable, regular.
Yeah. So you know how you can't kill a weed.
Well, that's true. I mean, duh. Okay,
growing like a weed.
Yes, and I have three weeds here that that are prolific. I mean, this whole place is covered with it. And the problem is outside of the garden, everything has been poisoned to death.
Oh.
Before we ever moved in.
Yeah.
And I just can't do it. I just
can't eat it. Yeah.
There's some people that, and I'm not saying that there hasn't probably been poison that's leached in there, because I'm sure it has. This whole earth is poison.
Yeah.
But I know it's a lot less. So
well, you're
whatever
in control
grows in the garden.
Pardon? Yeah, you're in control of it.
A little bit better, yeah. And,
but Lisa, there might be a time when we're not.
Right.
So you got to make that, right. That's when we're eating mice and squirrels.
Yeah. And I've eaten bugs, and that sounds gross. Maybe
you should do a video on those.
Yes, because someone said, did you eat bugs, or is that what you meant? So, yeah.
Yeah, I have eaten bugs.
What did you eat?
And there's Well, different kinds of ants taste different.
Oh, okay.
And I've eaten quite a few ants. Where I lived before, you eat what's available. That's what you do. And you have to learn, of course. And I have books on those kinds of things. Like I said, I've always been interested in it. I didn't, as a kid, I didn't try it. But as an adult, you eat what's available. And where I used to live, the ants were really good. The ants that are here are terrible. I don't know what the difference is, but they're terrible.
It's what we're eating, probably.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's whatever they're eating too, right?
And it's a different kind of ant.
Okay.
And I think that's one of the keys. The ants that I was eating before were these little tiny, they were just, I don't know if they called them sugar ants or not. That's what I called them. They're real small. And they had kind of a lemony flavor. And then these other ones that were bigger and regular size, what I would call regular size ant. Oh.
Did you gather them under rocks? Did you go looking for them?
No, I didn't have to look. They were everywhere.
So how did you
come in your home?
Did you kill them?
I didn't gather them. They got into my food. They were everywhere.
Oh, I see. So if they were there,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's like a fly in your soup,
and I didn't throw away. I ate them.
Okay.
Okay.
Join the Revelator. Hello. Or John. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Well, yeah, it makes more sense. John the Revelator is here.
You see what he calls them in Texas?
Yeah. Well, we called them the same thing.
Oh, pissants. Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's
I wonder how it got that name.
I don't know. I think because they're just kind of
they bug you. They're buggy.
I was going to say
they just tick you off, right? They'll say it in a nicer way. They tick you off. They're just kind of ticky. Instead of, they're just kind of ticky
you off.
Yeah.
Because like you said, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Yeah.
Did you have any fire ants? Those are the ones you're like, whoa.
No, they will.
I don't think we have fire ants here.
No.
Oh, you get into fire ants, you'll know. They eat you alive, don't they, Lynn?
So are they different though than
they're kind of red, right? They're kind of red. Aren't fire ants?
Oh,
A little red, little red color to them, and they will bite you.
Are they different than red ants though? We have red ants.
Yeah, these are fire ants. These are fire
I think there's
ants.
Find out. Let me find out here. I'll do something. Let me move this over here.
They'll tear you up. Mm.
Well, I watch another channel, and he has to be careful not to get into. Okay, they are red, and oh my gosh. Okay, they wow. I can't even read. There's so much about them.
They're what size are they? What
do they sting? They're stinging.
They
ants.
sting. Oh, sting.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. No,
I said bite. They sting.
They're not little either.
They're good size, aren't they?
Yeah,
I mean,
they're good size, and it looks like they have their stinger on their bum like a bee.
Like a bee.
So they're like a bee.
Yeah, they'll like attack you. Yeah, they'll like attack you.
Now, I want to ask you, Lisa, when you were making your greens, you make them just like our mom made them. But now say the greens that we used to have is like it's a leaf lettuce. It's you buy
it's leaf lettuce.
Yeah, and you buy it in a bunch, right? And then you cut off.
We grew it. We grew it.
Yeah, but bacon,
little short green leaves, short ones,
and it just like it crumbles up to nothing, right? It's like spinach. It starts out.
What did we call that? What did we call that when we put the hot?
Well, you had your
wilted lettuce.
Wilted. Thank you. Thank you.
And
yummy.
Vinegar, didn't you?
Yeah.
Was that vinegar, Lisa? Now, did you put a little sugar or sweetener in there?
I like to use honey, but yes, just a little bit. And then I do it to taste. To taste because my mom likes it really kind of sweet, and I'm not crazy about really super sweet. I like the mix of it, though, to kind of take off some of the.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to say it. Of the vinegar, and I like vinegar, but
Oh, so do
Ooh,
I. So do I.
man, Lynn, I haven't had wilted lettuce in
Oh, now I
eons.
want it after
I
seeing
So
know
that.
good.
it's so good. Yeah,
It's
you'd
I
have to. I
love
don't
it.
know. Yeah. Ooh,
Well, I'm going to make old-fashioned pea soup, and either
I
today or
like it. I like it
I'm going to
with
make some
a
pea soup.
ham in it, ham
I put
bone.
a little piece of ham. I sure did.
Mm,
Mhm.
yeah.
Because I have to think about things to eat on our lifestyle change. And I've been keeping track of here. Oops, I've been keeping track every day. I've never done this in my whole life. I mean, like
What
consistent.
you eat
I might do
every
it for
day.
like, when I start something, I might do it like 2 days. But I've been
Yep.
trying to really, trying to do
You've
it. So,
done very well. You've
oh, I
been
want to
done
ask
well.
you, Lisa, before we go. I have we have a cousin who is a pastor, and for a while, a few years ago, he was posting like herbal remedies from things grown in nature, and
Oh,
he was talking about he would post like pain relievers. Certain plants have pain relieving. Do you do any of that, Lisa? Do you kind of like that natural way of remedying?
The only two things that I've done so far is I made it's called wild lettuce, and you can make a pain reliever from that. And I had a bottle that's a fifth. It used to be an old. It's a dark bottle.
Yes,
What is that stuff called?
but
Kahlua and
yeah,
cream, I think, or something. It was
yeah,
a nice dark bottle that I cleaned and saved, and I put that in there. And I
okay,
actually had some problems with pain one day, and this was about almost 2 years ago, I think. And I tried it to see if it would work,
yes,
and it works really good, really well. And I did it liquid. You can do it dry or you can do it liquid. And I did the liquid because I thought it would be important for the future, and because like children wouldn't be able to take anything dry, like a
hmm,
tablet,
yeah,
because you can get the little capsules to put it in. So I did it liquid just in case we needed it for children, if
wow,
there were any children around me at the time or whatever.
uh-huh.
And I still have all but the one little tiny little bit that I use for myself. So the whole fifth is still there. The other
Wow,
thing is like an astringent, or not an astringent. I guess it's an astringent. There's a wild, I can't remember. I think people call them stick tights, but
okay,
they're called cleavers. I don't
all
know if you're
right,
familiar with
no,
cleavers.
no.
no,
They're these little, it's a pretty little vine, but the seed pods are really, they have little spiky things sticking out all over them, and they
okay,
stick in the fur. They're just tiny, like a little bit bigger. They're kind of like a do you know what a cilantro seed looks like?
Yeah,
It's about
I
the
think
size of a
so.
cilantro seed, and they're round and they stick in animal fur. Anyway,
yes,
I had
yes,
lots of it where I used to live,
yeah,
and I gathered it up and I made this. It takes alcohol. I think it's
mhm,
vodka. Let's see, it's 100. I think it's 100 proof vodka. You need at least 50% alcohol.
okay,
I think it was 100%. Yeah, let me look because I still
okay.
have some left.
And I want to say goodbye to Belt Loop 29. Have a wonderful
Oh,
day.
Yes,
bye bye. Yes, have a wonderful day. Belt Loop. Thanks for
yes, it is.
stopping.
It's 100%. Let's see.
Yep.
And I don't
Yeah.
drink, but
No,
but I
no,
have the vodka so I can make the
yeah,
tinctures and things.
right.
Oh
And
yeah, there's a lot
So
of
vanilla. You can
mhm.
make vanilla with the vodka and things. So,
yeah, you can do that. Yes, and I haven't done that, but I know you can.
Grace
But
and
anyway,
Grace and Fire has done that, and we have different
oh, I
flavored vanillas.
yeah,
bye, John the
Hmm.
Revelator. Bye. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
But there's things we can learn from one another and things that we can check out. And I
Absolutely.
know that usually we always say check with your doctor before doing this and that. So because
yeah,
right,
good
none of us are
idea.
doctors, and
Yep,
so we're just sharing what is out there. And but God's put herbs for the healing of the nations, it says, and there's a lot of good things
yeah,
out there, aren't there? Um,
Absolutely.
my husband does take supplements. I mean, He takes lots of store-bought supplements. I will say that, like turmeric and you just name it, cayenne. I mean, he loves anything hot, but he takes a cayenne and he takes the fish oils, and I just can't even name all the things that this man takes. But they're supplements, and so we don't grow them ourselves per se, but he does get them. Oh, Grayson vanilla. I have to tell you, I put that in my banana bread. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the flavoring is so good.
Oh yeah, it would be.
Oh, the vanilla.
Yes.
Mhm.
Bourbon vanilla.
For bourbon. Yeah. I haven't made it, but
oh, it's
my parents
yummy.
go to Mexico all the time, so they bring us home vanilla. It's a huge 5th size, so it'll last me years.
Yes.
I usually share it with the kids.
Oh yeah. Well, Grace shares it with us, so I have different flavorings of extracts that she makes, and oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah.
How cool.
It's good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there's actually a lot of stuff that you can do with alcohol. You can, it's a disinfectant. It's
It
a
is.
painkiller if if you really hurt yourself, But
there's a lot of plants that people don't realize can be instantly used, just the plant itself. There's another plant, and it's called yarrow, and there's a wild yarrow that grows all over the place. It's a white flower, and it has a real ferny leaf. And if you're bothered by bugs, anything that's bothering you, flies, little gnats and things that'll crawl on your skin, take that leafy part and kind of roll it around in your hand and then just smear that all over your body. I mean, it's only the scent that goes on your body. It's not like you turn green or anything like that. And it will keep the bugs. It is a natural repellent, and it will keep the bugs away from you. And I learned that years ago, like back in 2012.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we have yarrow out here growing big time, and I want to go get some more. There's so many things that we've lost along the way with the increase in technology and people getting to work, and our whole way of life has changed a lot.
Yeah, it's not like even our parents' age. It's so totally different. That's the one thing that I kind of regret, that like my kids can't know what it was like, when we were kids, because it was simpler. It was easier.
Oh yeah, there was no major technology. There was no technology.
Yeah.
We had a telephone party line on it would ring.
Yeah, we had like 3 TV stations and the people and then a 4th. Huh?
You had to get up and turn the channel.
Yeah, you had to do that. You had to move the antennas. You had to sometimes put tinfoil on the antennas.
Yes.
But you weren't glued to the TV. It was just, there were certain shows. You knew Sunday night was Disney,
Disney night,
and Saturday night was Lassie and Timmy, So, I mean, it was simpler. I do have to say it was simpler. You had to use your mind to be creative, to think of things to do.
Right. You used your imagination. We had, like we'd play Tarzan and Jane in the woods, or you'd play Robin Hood and the Mary, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. And then when the Beatles came along, my friends and I mean, the girl that was Ringo, she beat the garbage drums, the garbage cans, So
yeah, we had garage bands. Yeah, you had a garage band.
Petra, have a wonderful day, hon.
And I think we should probably say goodbye to. I think we should probably get ready to go.
It's been wonderful, Lisa. Thank you.
Oh gosh,
thank you
Lisa,
for having me. You girls are really sweet ladies.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, and we're really honored that you were able to be with us today.
Thank you.
So, thank you, Lisa.
Thank you to everybody that came in, and everybody, and God bless you all. Really.
Yes.
It's been great just getting to meet everybody and talk. I'm like, peeking at my phone now and then. But anyway, yeah, I appreciate everybody and I love everybody. I just think it's great that you have this channel and you share, with so many people and have so many guests on. That's really nice.
Yeah, we do a little bit of everything, don't we, Lynn?
Awesome. I think it's good.
We do a little bit. Oh, and is Ilea, is Survival Game still here? She say any more about Mama?
Well, if she does, you just what's the do you have our email?
Yeah, I'll show it real quick.
I think she probably knows, but let's just put it in there.
It's on our About tab.
That's a really fun little. That's a fun little game. It's fun. It's on Saturday nights, and it's at 7:00 Pacific.
Okay.
So it would be kind of late, but she did one night, I think, make it a different time for someone who couldn't make it at a. So yeah, she's awesome little gal.
Oh yes, and anyone would like to be on the Ann Lynn show, just contact Ann.
Just let me know. Just email me. Yep. Right. So, well, Lisa, why don't you help us? We do Granny Kiss out.
Okay.
You can do kisses with us too.
Yes.
And we'll say goodbye to everybody. And then I'm going to say until Lisa, thank you again so much. Thanks to our moderators today. Mwah. Mwah.
Our mods.
Thank you to everybody that joined us today. And if you're watching the replay, thank you. And we will see you next time. And are you ready? On 3.
Ready. You ready?
Okay,
Lisa?
on 3. Okay. Ready, Lisa?
Get them up there. Oops.
1, 2, 3. Bye.